Shalom and good day all, and welcome to the Super Sons Fortress of Attitude, to which in this I'll be covering Batman and Robin issue 2 by Joshua Williamson. And as you can see here, I have 4 particular comic covers. I'll start to move a little bit closer now, and as you can see there are 3 variants and of course the main cover. So moving in regards to the next thing, and that is the cover rating. Do any of these covers connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Well, 3 of them do, 1 of them doesn't. So let's move to the rating for the first cover, which I am moving on to now. And this is the main cover, to which I give a 7 out of 10. Moving into the second cover, which is the one I'm on now, I also give a 7 out of 10. For the third cover, as we move to the back here, the one with Damien on top of Killer Croc, I give an 8 out of 10. If anything, it's probably one of the best covers. Followed by the cover next to it, which links to the Justice League versus Godzilla and King Kong, to which I also give 8 out of 10. I'll now get things organized so we can start to look inside in the story. So as the story begins, we get a bit of a flashback with Damien in the past, and he's with a person who we know as who is called Mistress Harsh, and she is probably the setup for the character of Shush. I must admit, this Shush idea is absolutely stupid, because Shush would make better sense to be the sister of Hush instead of this loser storyteller, or this loser storytale. We'll now move into the next pages. We still get more of this flashback and some of the things that happen. We jump into the present, which Damien is helping his old man out. Of course, the character of Mistress Harsh, hiding under the guise of Shush. We advance to the Gotham Zoo, and of course back to Brownstone. Damien basically being Pennyworth 2.0, as he's helping his father recover from his injuries. Jumping to Damien going to the school, to which in the first issue it was actually called Gotham Heights, not Gotham High School, and this is a little bit of inconsistency, care of Joshua Williamson, not paying attention to what he's actually writing. And yeah, maybe you're not best suited for Damian Wayne. We move into an event that takes place in the school, and of course Damian Wayne having a bit of a daydream, though it should have been made a little bit clearer in this particular art. You could have just said daydream of Damian Wayne in this particular event, and it would make a little bit more sense in regards to how this story panel is trying to indicate the situation as the sort of like Damien's thoughts towards this idiot being a jerk to him. Of course, we move a little bit further and he's saved by the female teacher. The schooling is too boring for him, so he ends up heading to Blackgate. We end up catching up with the character of White Rabbit and also what's happening there. Damien catching up with his old man. Until last but not least, we move towards the end of the story, to which Shush and White Rabbit working on escaping the prison, and of course Batman and Damian are there to now stop what's about to go into effect. I will say one thing, I did read this little preview into the Jay Garrick Flash, and I think it was a little bit more exciting than what is actually being given to us in the Batman versus Robin, or the Batman and Robin story. But that's just from me. For the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the story. So we did end up getting a comic reference to the present Poison Ivy run. Why it's in there, I got no bloody idea, and we don't even see Poison Ivy in the run. So I don't understand if it was in relation to one of the characters, but it's not really clearly indicated that one of these characters are presently in the Poison Ivy run, or has even spoken to Poison Ivy in this particular issue. Next is the area of time, to which we get years ago, and of course addressing the present, which we have now. Moving to the locations, we had the Gotham Zoo, we had Gotham, we had the zoo in Gotham, we had Gotham Heights, the high school, and Blackgate Prison. Moving into the cast of characters, we have Damian Wayne Robin, we had, of course, Batman, we had Mistress Harsh, Bruce Wayne Batman, Shush, who is quite likely Mistress Harsh. It's pretty predictable. And like I said, it would make more sense for Shush to be the sister of Harsh than this loser breakout character. Let me say something. You're losing money on the Shush variants. Of course, we had Killer Croc, and I think one of the best pictures that they sort of had of Killer Croc was in the variant that I showed before. And last but not least, White Rabbit. For the overall story rating, I give a 7 out of 10. And we'll see you again at the Super Sons Fortress of Attitude, to which we'll probably be covering, I think, the next issue of this. Until next time, see you again at Super Sons Fortress of Attitude.